All right, you guys, we are back. We are excited, and today is everybody's favorite, absolute favorite part. We've got a lot of stuff to go over. The flood coat. If you are seeing this video, just know that today, Thursday, we're putting this one out and we're putting out the flood coat. It's got to be two separate videos because there's too much to cover. We want to talk to you about the pigment choices. We want to talk to you about the difference in those. We just got a lot to tell you. I know you can see the obvious, the plastic and all that is on here, and we're going to show you a couple of things with that. But let's just kind of get in order here and go. What I want to show you up front, because we painted, we want you all to be aware you're going to have this. These are, we used a little bit of wood filler, okay? These were little tiny pinhole gashes. Now, we're pretty sure that after 3 coats of paint, those little pinholes there, about the size of a BB, nothing big, we're pretty sure that paint got in there and clogged that. But to make absolute sure, if you're sitting here with any type of pinhole, put a little wood filler in that. You're not going to hurt a thing. That way you know 100%. Last thing we want to do is have 3 bubbles right here on the edge that will not go away no matter what we do with it. We just don't want that to be a problem. So simple. We're just going to take a little paintbrush here, very, very thin, just to, I mean, look, there's literally, I have no paint on there other than just a color, and we are literally just going to slide across here just to get that to go away. That way it's going to dry pretty fast, and we thinned out, you know, on the surface there, we thinned out really well. So that we're not, we don't take the shape of our counter away. And that's it. That's all you're looking for. That's going to dry in no time. We're going to go through here and do these the same, just like that. Then we know. Then we know for sure we're not guessing or anything. There wasn't many. We found probably had about 10 total. Now, something else I want to tell you here. Is that it, Tom?
There's one on this side.
Okay. Let me come around there and get that, and that's good. I need to show you that anyway. Next order of business is talking about the plastic and the tape here. And I know it looks, you know, well, it's plastic. It's obvious. You just plastic everything. But there is a science to it. There's an order to it. So, for one, if you notice right here where this tape is, okay, blue painter's tape, nothing special. But the plastic, make sure the plastic is 3 mil. You want this to be a thick plastic, not a thin one. The gravity of this resin rolling over, hitting, you do not want that resin coming down can hit a pocket and actually pull. So that's why we are like tripled up with painter's tape. More importantly, this angle here, because we're tied to a wall and we're not wide open, I would not want to put a piece here and make the shape of that curve, because we're getting ready to apply tape up here to trap and hold all this resin as we dump it on this long stretch of counter. We don't want to lose any until we're ready to pull the tape and have it flood over. As it goes, when we pull the tape, Tom will be over there, I'll be over here, we'll pull it at the same time. That is going to curve right over. So we don't want to put any tape up here. Anything that hits the wall is going to make a perfect curve with the counter. After all this is done, we're going to be able to go back and touch the wall up and glide right around that same curve. So we put a piece of tape under because we don't want any dripping down the wall. And we put one right at an angle, right where that curve starts to take shape and go up. That's why we do that. Whenever we pull this tape, that'll curve right over. And as the drips start to stop, and I take that popsicle stick and straight line all those drips to where we got a beautiful edge here underneath. We want to be able, if we had this tape coming up on the wall and we pulled it, we would actually pull that circle. It would be gummy at that point, and we would tear up that edge as it hits the wall. So that is how you want your tape right there. And triple up. We use some 2x4s down here, 2x6s to help hold that slack. We've got a couple of pieces of the LifeProof floor up under here to control this slack. And then we've doubled up our tape up underneath all the way around to make life easy. Coming around the corner, we switched over here on our plywood. We switched over to duct tape. Our duct tape ends right about here, holds all the plastic, and we're doubled and even tripled up on that. And then painter's tape up here, kind of on the duct tape. This was the last thing we put up to adhere up here, just in case anything runs back here and it doesn't get on our plywood and all that. So that is the plastic, and that is, as you can see, all those problem areas have already been touched up. So now let's talk about our pigments and stuff. And, you know, if you have any doors, windows, anything like that, take your hand up near those. If you feel any type of draft, it's 20-something degrees outside today. We need to be 70 in here, and we are. But it's only because we took the time to plastic up those doors and that window over there. There's only two down here in the basement, and we could feel the cold air coming in. Since we sealed those up a couple hours ago, our temperature is perfect in here, exactly where we needed it to be. So now let's talk about the pigments, because this is really cool. First off, we have this huge bag of, this is our black metallic, okay? This is a 50-50, meaning it is not transparent where you can see totally through it like clear. It is not solid to where you can't see it, anything. It is in between. So when we put the pigment in the clear resin and mix it up, it's going to disperse it pretty evenly. As we pour this out on the counter, that's the whole reason. I got you, Tom. We got 2 minutes to go. That's the whole reason that we painted this so many times, because in mixing this black up, pouring it out here on the surface, if there was any areas that didn't have enough pigment dispersed, if we didn't have this painted, you would see the wood itself. The difference, this is a base color black. This is completely solid, okay? Where this is a black metallic, the metallic is going to put shimmer effects in the black. It's just really cool design. You'll see here shortly. The FX base color, this is a solid, not a 50-50. This would just be the mattest, deepest, darkest black you can imagine. No shimmer to it, no extra anything to it. We are going to be adding blue sapphire glitter. Gotcha, Tom. We're going to be adding blue sapphire glitter to our black so that you can see that blue glitter twinkle going down as we progress. And we're going to ask the homeowner on the secondary drop down top, we're going to go with a royal blue metallic. So we're going to two-tone these tops. So stick around. If you're watching this one, we're going to be putting the other one out today, which is the flood coat. See you back with that one.